One, there we go. Add that to the stream. All right, good. Well, listen, I'll tell you the truth. I was getting a little nervous going to this afternoon, like everything else. Friday, weekend, everybody wants to get away, summertime, breaking out from COVID. Let me tell you, there's a lot of stocks that are moving going to this afternoon. I actually took a step back. I was actually down this morning. I was really ticked off because I was down yesterday. I made it all back and some on one stock that really took me off to the next level. We'll talk it back on. Does it sound okay? I don't know if everybody can hear loud and clear on YouTube. Hold on, let me just see. Everybody can hear okay on YouTube? Audio's good? All right, perfect. All right, so there are a lot of stocks that are moving this morning, this afternoon, and we're going to go through it. But before I do that, let's talk about some of the winners that we had this morning. So anyway, this VXRT, I lost money on the stock. Okay, I lost money because it kept doing some shakes on us. Had this really big pop at 9:30. It ran, and you could see here, it ran from like $8.90 and it dropped all the way down here to $8, and it just kept doing this nasty shake. And we know it had a big resistance around 9 o'clock. Now remember, this is like 10 o'clock, in the morning. So in the past 30 minutes, it looked pretty good. But I did say, I said, listen, stock's got a Fausto flag. You could see it being built here. If it got past this $9, it worked out great. But if you look at the high and low of the stock, it was moving like in 30-cent intervals. What I did really well on was the CLOV. I mean, we just got lucky on this stock right here. CLOV, I was working with Rich in the room, and you guys know we were talking about it. I said, you know what? Let's stay away from CLOV. We traded 2 days ago. I made a lot of money on it. This is that stock. You could see it went from $8. I think it was another Reddit stock, one of those Wall Street bet stocks. It ran all the way to almost $30. You could see it went from like 16 to 28. Beautiful running stock and everything else. I'm like, listen, I'm not a fan of chasing stocks like this. But I don't know what happened. I started seeing a lot of consolidation going on. A lot of orders were coming in, and I got in right around. Once I got past here, I think it was like 15. I got in like 14, 12. Once I got past this resistance, I'm like, something's going on with this stock. You could see it right here. It started making a higher high. And I'm like, you know what? If this stock breaks this resistance levels, which was at 5 a.m., was a big support level, I said, I'm going to jump in. And good thing I did. And then all of a sudden, it was just luck after that. That thing just ran from $14 all the way to $16. Beautiful winner. 1,000 shares, $2,000. Do that every day. You're talking $500,000 salary. You know what? For a $14,000 investment, sometimes people have this misconception. They think you need a lot of money to trade some of these stocks, and you really, really don't. And then we had this one running in the afternoon that you guys started running in, but I was done by that time. This stock came a little late, around 10:45, and we done commentary around 10:30 for some of you, being in the cyber group room. YouTube people on YouTube and Facebook, you're always welcome to come and join us. But this stock went from 16, ran all the way to 17. And then right around 11:30, ran from 17 all the way to 20. Did its little shakes over here. We all know about those shakes. And then boom, the thing ran all the way to 24. What a great winner on that UONE. Beautiful winner. I wish I was around for it, but listen, I was happy what I made back. I just wanted to make my money back that I lost yesterday because I just came back from a conference and there's nothing. And I lost a lot more than I really wanted to. I said, let me just make my money back. And let me just call it a day. But UONE, you guys know this stock very, very well. We traded the stock back in June of last year. This thing ran from $2 to $52. So we know the stock can move. And it's funny because it just started making a big move just the other day. We started trading in May, and the stock was at 5. You could see it ran to about 10. Things already at $22. I mean, that's a pretty substantial move, for less than a month. That's up over 400%. So UONE, better keep an eye on this stock, but she did come down pretty hard. She's a fast-moving stock. Tier sizes are very small. Be very careful of it. All right, this is a stock I dodged a bullet, okay? So RCON, oh my God. I don't know what the hell happened to this stock, okay? But I bought this stock, and I jumped in, and I got into the stock. I didn't buy too many shares of it. And I got in right around like 16, right here. I was buying it. I thought it was going to break out. I got right around here around the 1670, and then it broke down. I got out like, you know what? Let me get out of it. I got around 1625. Holy crap. I would have been crushed. I thought it was going to be a good buy right here when it hit 15 from these support levels. Busted through that. See you later. This thing just went all the way down to $5. This is $18 down to $5. I mean, and then unfortunately, I tried to short it when it broke the support, but my broker didn't have any shares to let me borrow. So I had to deal with trade something else. But that was, right, Daniel? That was unbelievable. So listen, there's an old saying we say in trading. If the stock's down, listen, stock's at 16, how much lower could it go? It can go down 16 more points. That's basically what could happen. And then, and we had a couple other ones that were just bonkers. We all traded the stock from yesterday. We had those, let's go bring these ones up. The ORPH. Oh my God. This is a stock that went from, the news wasn't even out there, but this stock went from $5 all the way to almost $80. I'll bring up the yesterday's chart because some of you here probably didn't see that. But yeah, look at this thing. This thing literally ran, and it just kept getting halted. And imagine it came back down. I know some of us did trade it right around 9:30, but it really didn't go anywhere. So it's pretty much scratched on it. Did anyone have trade problem this morning? I had sink or swim. I was down to 9:35. Caused me to miss an order. They're trying to blame Verizon. Tube, on YouTube, I want to kind of explain that to you. You sign an agreement with these brokerage firms. They have no responsibility. Whatever happens to your broker, they will blame everybody. They will blame everybody and anyone. At the end of the day, they couldn't handle the bandwidth, and it wasn't, I don't know if you were in the stock or whatever, this one, or even the other stock, Gelato, we were calling it JLTO. If you have a problem with a platform, I'm just going to give everybody a little tip of the day, okay? Very important. I think everybody's going to learn from this. First of all, the reason why your system might be running slow, two reasons. Number one, these platforms take a lot of system resources, and if you start opening up all these indicators and all these crazy things, it's going to slow down the system, okay? It's just going to crash the system on you. That's number one. And believe me, we crash too so many times when we start showing some of these stocks. And then we don't even want to show them because it can't handle all the volume. Listen, when NASDAQ got crashed too, okay? I mean, I think they crashed when Facebook went public. So it happens. Do yourself a favor. Don't look at the stock if it crashes your system, and look at something else. Don't even try to trade it. The worst thing can happen, though, I would have sympathy for you, is that when you're in a stock, like people were in this ORPH yesterday, and they couldn't get out, and it kept getting halted and halted and halted. Imagine owning the stock at 60, and now the thing got halted, and you're at 25. What do? You know what I'm saying? YouTube says, you got that right. No accountability from the platform. Just started figuring that point. I know. And you know what? That's a lesson that you learn, and that's the experience that you get here, because we all do it all day long, and you're not going to win. No matter what you could say, you could scream, you could holler, you could write bad reviews, do what they want. They don't care about you. It's not their problem, okay? You signed it. You sign an agreement. There's everybody there to blame. I'm just telling you, I've lost tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars. And believe me, I wanted to rip my brokerage firm's head off because I knew what would happen in their system. And I want to go, with some of these. Now some of them have all these regulations and these algos that block you and stuff like that. You don't know about them. I know about them. I see what they do all day long. And but you just better off don't trade the stock. Don't trade it. All right. Now let's look up what's going on this morning, because I want to keep an eye on a couple of stocks. So anyway, the RCON, I think we should keep an eye on it. It might make a little bit of a comeback. It's starting to make a little bit of a higher high. This tier size is a little tight, though. It's a little bit more of a category 3, so be careful of that one. Here's a stock that just went public, Task. I had it just a little bit earlier. Wow, damn it, I missed it. I was going to buy it before I did the meeting around $30. It ran to 32. The only bad thing about this stock, the spread is huge. So you got to be really careful of the stock. The chart might look pretty for you, but if you look at one of those bars right there, the stock is moving in about 60 to 80 cents a minute. 100 shares, $600, $800 a minute. I don't think you want to do that unless you're a pretty advanced trader and you're doing pretty well. AMC had a nice little pop today. Stock went from 42 to 49. This thing is just everywhere. I can't figure this one out. MDLA, this thing just got halted, just kept going up and then just died. So this is actually a pretty interesting stock going into the close. It's holding pretty strong right here. Went from 28 to 33. It's at the highs of the day. This stock, we might get a push going into the last 30 minutes of the close. Really want to keep an eye on this one. BKD, nice little level one stock. Volume is not super great, only 3 million shares, but it's trending up nice and slow. So if you're a beginner trader and you're not like really a little deer in the headlights, this might be up your alley. Robert, you just made 18 cents on OCGN. There you go. Way to go, Robert. Good job. So that's what I like to hear. What else we got in here? Oh, JKS. So that was another one. We know this stock very well. It's a solar stock company. It's probably one of the big brand names. We did well in September when it ran from 20 up to 90. Stock started making a little bit of comeback. I mean, listen, to be a good swing trader, you got to be a good day trader. We saw the stock going up pretty nice for a while, so that one's looking pretty good. It looks like it could be a good day trade. I know, Lita, you called this one out before, LEDS. LEDS, we've done really well with this one too. You could see it right here that the stock has been on a really nice tear all of May. It started on $6, ran to around 32. It's starting to come back a little bit, but just remember, go back to your journals. This stock does move pretty volatile also. Remember, the goal is that when you trade, and when we try to show you, and when we trade together, traders, it's not the money you can make, it's the money you always could lose. You always want to risk and try to find things that are within your range, because you didn't make any money until you sell the stock. And some of you probably remember, and I was getting private message in the trading room, Rich was going to say, hey, you're doing great on that. You're doing great on that the CLOV trade. And I said, listen, don't jinx me. I didn't sell it yet, okay? It was a great run. The thing just took off. And believe me, I would have got out right at $14.50, and I would have been happy taking a 50-cent winner. But you didn't make any money till you sell it. Always remember that, all right? Now, did I miss anything? We got a pretty decent list here. Pretty decent list. Pretty excited what we got. Got about close to about 7 stocks. Anything we're missing? Daniel, we're going to put that on the watch list, LEDS. All right. All right, so we got about the last, now remember, everybody, things really don't push until 3:30, so we're not going to be very active in the trading room. I don't want to get active. I don't have a problem chasing a stock, okay? Actually, yesterday, when we got into the last 15 minutes, we had a couple of stocks that had really, really big pushes, and then they went to the after hours. So unless you see something moving pretty nicely, don't go too crazy. It's okay to pay more money for it, because remember, as you get closer to the close, the algorithms start kicking in, and if they have orders to fill, they're going to fill them. Now, if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, you're always welcome to like us, friend us. You could do a trial, $9, go jump in for a week. If you're watching this recording, you know what? Just jump in, and we'll send you all the logons to get into the trading room and see what it's all about. But you got to know how to play the game, and you just got to be happy with what you could take and just walk away. But overall, it's been a really nice Friday. So we'll see everybody back here on Monday. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, Cyber Traders, we're going to go out there and we're going to trade this close. Lori just got got 2 stocks. Hold on. Before we call it a day, I got 2 people. Lynette just brought up SNN in the trading room. Nah, Lynette, the stock trade 200,000 shares. Total, garbage stock. Stay away from that one. And Lori is bringing up the CLSN. Let's look up that one. Nice level 1 stock, nice cheap stock. You could trade several thousand shares of it, but but it looks kind of boring. I mean, I don't want to be stuck in a stock and it's not really moving too much. So, I would be really careful of that one. All right. Daniel on YouTube, well, thank you very much. We'll see you next week, and you two have a very good weekend. And if I don't see everybody, if you're going to leave for the rest of the day, have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday. So we got about another hour and 15 minutes. Let's see what we could make and go into the close. I could tell you this, I'm going to be very conservative. I did really well today. I don't want to give it back. All right. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Enjoy your weekend.